Hello, we're here today to talk to you about some ways that teachers can support and include their students with selective mutism.
Selective mutism is often diagnosed when a child does not speak in some social situations but feels comfortable to do so in others. The challenging piece for teachers is school is often a place where they do not speak.
It is sometimes hard to determine why selective mutism presents itself, but it's likely due to social anxieties and phobias.
Research has shown that video recording is one way we can include our students with selective mutism.
Now, time for our first example. Us! Sock puppets, a strategy that allows students with selective mutism to share their ideas in a creative way.
Sock Puppets is a free online app that allows teachers and students to record their thoughts, present information, and perform skits. This is a very user-friendly, engaging, and creative app. You can see on the front here that we actually have the sock puppet. So essentially what happens is that your video syncs up to your voice. So it does kind of become almost a disguise, both physically and vocally, as the sound of your voice is also changed. An app like this provides a very comfortable space for students to be able to share their thoughts, their thinking, while being creative. They can either share this with their teacher or with their peers. Children with select mutism and other anxiety-related disorders might find an app like this very engaging. It allows them to record it in their own comfort, whether that's at home or in a quiet space at school. And then from there, they're able to either share that or they can upload it to other forms of social media as well. So you can see that I already have the app open here. If we want to start a new video, we're going to press the new button. From here, we're prompted to select characters. So you can choose 1 and up to 4 characters. So depending on the assignment, students can choose to be speaking on their own, with a partner, or in a group. For today's purposes, let's select 2 characters. Once we've done that, we're going to press the next button. From here, we have the option to select a background. So this is what we mean by a very storytelling app. We have characters, we have a setting. So for today's purposes, let's select the education background and press next. From here, we have a few different options. The first is the top row, and they are outlined in yellow. Those are the props and scenery that you're able to move while the video is being recorded. Down below are the props and scenery that are outlined in red. These cannot move while being recorded. So let's select the apple so we can see something move. And as well, let's select the books. We're gonna press next. Okay, so the stage is being set. You can see that we have our characters in the foreground. Okay, we have our apple here, which can be moved around. We have our books as well. And of course, the background that we selected. At the top are the different functions. So on the far left, the red circle, when you press that, that is how the video starts recording. One of the cons about the free app is that it's only 30 seconds to record. So depending on what is being shared, whether you're presenting new information or you're doing more of a creative storytelling, you may need to record multiple videos. So if I'm to press on this, that is when the video actually starts to record. I'm gonna do that right now. You'll see that there is an arrow above this sock puppet. So this is the one that's actually gonna start with its mouth moving. You'll see as I speak, the sock puppet's mouth moves. I also have the option to move him around the screen, and same thing for our other character. I'm gonna press play now so we can actually see this in action. If you watch here in the corner, you'll see a countdown from 30. Here we go. Hi, what's your name? My name's Ralph. What's yours? My name's Bob, and I'm so happy that you're here. We get to talk all about sock puppets. Sock puppet? What's a sock puppet? You're a sock puppet, silly. Listen to me, and I'll show you all you need to know. Okay, so from here, what's happening is the app.
What's your name?
My name's Ralph. What's yours? My name's Bob, and I'm so happy.
Thanks for sharing, Laurel.
Now over to Kristen to see our second strategy, Flipgrid, a digital tool that allows students with selective mutism to share their ideas with both peers and teachers.
Flipgrid is an online tool that will allow students with selective mutism to share their ideas, participate in class discussion, and perhaps even present on topics that they've learned about. Teachers start the process by uploading topics they would like their class to discuss. This could be anything from a morning meeting to a place where they can reflect and share observations following a science experiment, or again, a platform where they can present on a topic that they've learned about. Teachers can then add more description, and there's even a feature for it to be read aloud to students. Students engage in the conversation process by pressing the green plus button. They are then taken to a place where they can video record. And what's really great about Flipgrid is there's a lot of options. And we know for students with selective mutism, how comfortable they are changes based on the setting. So right now, when schools are suspended, they might be choosing to use a different platform than when they were in the classroom. Okay, so the first option, if they are not wanting to speak, is that they can actually share their ideas using a whiteboard or blackboard feature. So they can simply type what they were wanting to share. Okay, if they're feeling like recording but don't want their face to be seen, there's lots of options there as well. So the first one is we can choose some filters. This pixelated filter makes your face very hard to be seen. You can take emojis to cover your face up. Or what I'm noticing a lot of kids are liking is there's actually emoji features that allow you to kind of dress up. So I could put my shades on. What else could we get? Maybe a little Flipgrid hat. Might not fit as well, but that's okay. And then I can record, okay? So I can press the record button to record my thoughts on my science experiment observations. I was surprised by how difficult it was actually to use the wheel and axle. After first using the inclined plane, I didn't think the wheel and axle would be that heavy, but it ended up being equally, if not just as heavy. I can then click next. And the great thing is this now allows me to have an opportunity to watch my video before I record it, which we know is going to make a lot of kids more comfortable if they're feeling nervous or anxious about the process. You then click next, and you have to take a final selfie. So I'm going to cover myself up with an emoji today. How about the cool dude emoji? And take your picture, click next, and then you fill in your name. So I will be classmate 6 today. Once our video is submitted, it shows up in the grid, and this is where we can start engaging in a conversation. So if I go to watch classmate 1's video, I was surprised that the pulley ended up working a lot better than the wheel and axle, just because I thought it would be faster if you were able to push something up versus if you were having to pull something up and it was going to be very heavy. So we can see that Miss V and classmate 4 have already contributed to the conversation. If I would like to contribute to the conversation further, I can press the reply button and take a video the same way I did before. So either with emojis, on a whiteboard, or with some filters. Okay, and it can be adding, asking questions, or even just giving a compliment like, "Great job, classmate 1, I really agree with you." All right, so Flipgrid is a great tool to create an inclusive space for our children with selective mutism.
Wow! Now we have 2 strategies to help support our students with selective mutism. I can hardly wait to try it out.
Me too, but let's remember successful inclusion sometimes takes patience and practice for teachers, students, and the classmates. Let's not get discouraged if it doesn't work out right away.
You're right. Thanks for watching, everyone.